I'll write another short video because I'm mad again. So the other day I was just doom scrolling Reddit as usual, searching up my name like all normal people do, and I find my name mentioned in this thread about Mad Mew Mew being trans. The thread starts with someone mentioning Mad Mew Mew as trans. Here we've got a brave warrior, charging into battle fully aware of the precious karma they'll lose, but does so anyway. Jokes aside, this person doesn't actually say anything bad. Literally all they say is that they themselves don't know of anything in-game confirming this. They even say there might be something confirming it which they just don't know about, and even acknowledge the metaphor in a positive way at the end. So here we've got an individual who isn't hostile or negative in any way, not denying Mad Mew Mew being trans and simply stating they themselves don't know if it's confirmed, and even hinting at liking the idea of it being confirmed. You'd think this wouldn't be seen as that bad of a comment. I'd probably see this as an opportunity to tell them about the in-game evidence suggesting this to be true. It's nothing concrete, but it's good enough for a lot of people. They already seem to like the idea of this metaphor, so more than likely, a nice positive interaction with this person would result in one more person in the fanbase seeing Mad Mew Mew as trans, a win for everybody. So, how did people react? -46 downvotes. Why? I know this is Reddit we're talking about, so we naturally have to assume the people in this thread have an average IQ of their comment upvotes, but still, just why? Why would you downvote something like this? The guy didn't even say anything that bad, all they said was they didn't know of any proof themselves, which is a fair point considering only a handful of people have actually played this battle, let alone memorized every line of dialogue. And again, they even said it could be a great metaphor. You literally couldn't get a better opportunity to get a new ally on your side, so why the fuck default to the attack? This trend continues, by the way. Throughout their later responses they continue to get downvote bombed simply for replying. I just don't understand Reddit. This is how you create transphobes. I genuinely wonder how often queer people think about the amount of homophobes and transphobes they themselves have actually created. I guarantee the number is a lot higher than you think, because this kinda shit happens all the time. Not just on Reddit, not just in Deltarune, but everywhere. This is the main reason I'm talking about this. Surprisingly, I'm not just here to cry about someone getting downvoted on Reddit because I legitimately couldn't get more pathetic than that if I tried. I'm here to talk about the bigger picture. This Reddit thread just happens to be the perfect example of this. Why are people so fucking aggressive when it comes to queer themes? I get it's a personal touchy subject, but again, they didn't say anything. You have to actively try to take offense from this comment. Maybe it's a lot more hurtful than I think, in which case I'd love to know how. This kinda stuff really gets to me, because as you all know by now, same thing happened to me with my very first video. Accidentally called Chris a he, instant horde, despite the fact I used they in every future video. I've heard some people make the claim that I shouldn't expect people to go through my entire channel to see if I've changed. In my opinion, if you judge someone because of a year-old video and can't even be bothered to sit through their latest upload to see if they've changed, you don't have the right to be offended. I can't talk about this for too long, otherwise I'll go off on another rant again, so I'll stop there. My point is, I don't understand why people in general instantly assume the worst in everyone. Even if someone was expressing very clear homophobia to my face, I wouldn't automatically assume they're a horrible person. At the very least, I'd ask them why they think the way they do. Maybe they actually have an understandable reason. Maybe they just have shit parents and were raised this way, genuinely unaware of how hurtful they're being. Maybe they had a traumatic experience as a kid. Maybe one of their parents abandoned them after coming out, who knows? This obviously doesn't justify their actions, but it at least shows they could theoretically change. At that point, maybe try changing their mind. Maybe introduce them to some queer people, show them that we're all human beings no different from one another. That is how you create allies. Obviously that's wishful thinking and not gonna happen every time. Some people are just born assholes, but I'd at the very least try before jumping to conclusions. At the end of the day, if you decide to see someone as a monster before even giving them a chance, eventually they'll become that monster. It could have easily happened to me with that whole cisgender thing, but luckily I have enough working brain cells in my little noodle to realize not everyone is the same, and that a bad minority doesn't accurately portray the majority. It could have also happened to that guy on Reddit, but from the looks of it that thread had a happy ending as well. So yeah, just give people a chance before assuming the worst. My pessimistic mind is getting really sick of all this optimism talk, so let's wrap things up here. I dunno, am I just an asshole for expecting people with obviously worse experiences to be as optimistic as me? If I am, I very much apologize. I just feel that if you're this unstable that a harmless comment like this is enough to piss you off, you just shouldn't be on the internet at all. Rule number 1 of the internet: have thick skin. No matter how hard you try to stay in your little bubble where everyone agrees with everything you'll say, eventually you'll meet actual bad people. Some people find that out the hard way. Anyway, unlike majority of the fanbase apparently, I actually want a future with as little queerphobia as humanly possible. I know a lot more people have experiences like me and this Reddit guy, and a lot of them probably didn't end as well as ours, so if you've ever been unfairly treated or called homophobic for completely bullshit reasons, this channel is a safe space for you. Everyone here is with you, because everyone else has probably unsubscribed as soon as they even saw the title. The only way to make a change is to bring further attention to these cases. Since I may have been the reason this person got into that thread, I thought it fitting to start with this one. I'm sick and tired of these people actively contributing to anti-LGBT culture and pinning the blame on us, and I imagine I'm not the only one. Aside from that, not much to say. No, I didn't forget about that script. I'll get back to writing now.